Hello everyone, welcome to my October reading wrap up. This video is gonna be so long. I read so many books this month, or last month technically. It was insane. You know the drill. Or maybe you don't know the drill, but you're gonna see me vlog style. I'll pop up in just a second, but I'll see ya for the first book. Hello everyone. The first book I read in October was Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. This like barely made the cut for my September wrap up. Off to the Races is the first book of the Gold Rush Ranch series, which is Elsie Silver's first series that she ever did. And this one is about Billy and Vaughn. Billy is a horse trainer and has become the new horse trainer at Vaughn's farm. Vaughn gone through a little bit of like a scandal a little bit. His grandfather has passed away and there has been like a little bit of a scandal with his death. And he's kind of trying to clear up his name, and Billy is just kind of there teaching a horse. And that's really about it. I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. It wasn't like awful, but it wasn't that good, I think. I thought like the chemistry between Billy and Vaughn is so insta-lovey. It's like an enemies to lovers, but I felt like they were just annoying. They're so back and forth with each other. It's like, I love you, but I hate you, but I love you, but I think I kind of hate you now. Now you're pissing me off, but like come and fuck me. You know, I just get like low-key sick of them. And that's kind of how I felt like this one was. I felt it was a little like insta-love, insta-attraction. It wasn't really a slow burn, like really at all. Like from the get-go, he's like looking her up and down, being like, she's kind of hot, but like I bet she's like one of those like sluts my mother sends. Like, girl, shut up. Maybe I just didn't really like Vaughn that much. I felt like he had no personality besides like, I want to prove my grandfather's name. Okay, and overall, I just like didn't care about them. I didn't care about their romance that much, but I would say that there are times where I was enjoying it, but I don't think this was necessarily a bad book at all. Like, some of the dialogue was pretty good. I think the writing still was pretty good overall. The character build-up and the relationship build-up just didn't work for me. I ended up giving it 3 stars. That was the first book that I read. I will see ya for the next book. I have finished Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is kind of like the trilogy that happens after the Caraval trilogy. Excuse me for 1 second. Hi! What you doing? Did I summon you? Someone joined us for this review. Hold on, see? Hi! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But I finished Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I have been wanting to get to this book for so long. Basically, this is about our main character, Evangeline. She is so heartbroken that the love of her life is actually going to be marrying her stepsister. And so she goes to the Prince of Hearts kind of like church to kind of pray that he helps her in like stopping the wedding. Jax is the Prince of Hearts and he decides that yes, he will help Evangeline out, but in return, she has to kiss 3 people of his choosing. I think there's so much more that happens into this too, but that's like the brief synopsis. This was so fun and so good. It gave me such similar vibes to Caraval. I just think she writes very magically and fantastically. I just love the words she uses to like put in her books, I guess. I just feel so like fun. I feel like I'm actually there in this world and it just feels so magical. I felt like it was so fast paced. There was never like a dull moment, at least for me. Evangeline, she's a little stupid, but like, when are we not all a little delusional at sometimes? And there's points where she was kind of right. So like, I don't know. I loved seeing Jax again and kind of now having a new story for him. I ended up giving it 4 stars. Really good, really fun. I'm excited to like finally get into this. So I'll see ya for the next book. Hello! I finished Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. Unwritten? Why do I say it like that? Unwritten. It's unwritten because I'm from the South. This is the second book of the Lakefront Billionaire series, and this one is about Raphael and Ellie. Raphael is a billionaire, kind of helped co-create this really successful real estate app. He's also a single dad, and Ellie is the nanny. I kind of knew that I was gonna like this book a lot. One, I love a single dad trope. Check. I love like especially like a single dad trope where the girl is the nanny. Lauren Asher's writing to me I think is so bingeable and just so fun in general. Check. They go to Hawaii. Yeah. What else do they do? All of the boxes were kind of aligning. The only thing is this book was 616 pages for a Kindle book. Why was it so long? I don't know. But did I absolutely eat it up though? Yeah, I kind of did. I read this yesterday, literally all in one sitting. That was like feral behavior. Don't look at me, okay? But it was so good. And I don't think anything like super like, I don't know, I don't think anything was like super like crazy about this, but like I just ate it up. I loved Ellie, I loved Raphael, I loved Nico the little kid. I just loved this world that she's building with the Lakefront Billionaire series. I just find her writing to be super fast paced and I was just really interested in everything happening. I gave it 5 stars. I know! This one is really good. I really enjoyed it. Dare I say I love it. Like, does it need to be 600 and something pages? Absolutely not. There's definitely like some scenes that probably could have been taken away. Since I loved these characters so much and I loved the world that this is in, I just like kept going. I was like, yep, give me more. Another book down. Let's go to the next one. Hey! I'm gonna put you right here. I just finished You Again by Kate Goldbeck. This is kind of a reimagined story of When Harry Met Sally. Excuse me. This one is about our 2 main characters, Ari and Josh. They both live in New York. Ari's kind of an aspiring comedian. Josh is this like acclaimed chef. Kind of get off on like the wrong footing a little bit, but they like always like seem to just kind of like see each other, but nothing ever really comes of it until one time where they kind of see each other and know each other and they kind of talk and just kind of escalates from there. Wow, my makeup looks like shit a little bit. Disregard. But it's like one of those things where it's like right person, wrong time. Will they get together? Will they won't get together? I think I liked this book. I don't know. I liked the premise of this and I liked the complexities of these characters. They did things that made them human. However, a lot of the things they did do pissed me off. Both of them were just quite unlikable characters, but to me, they both just gave red flag energy, like they both did. I still liked it. I wanted, like when I was listening to it, I wanted to know, like, are they gonna get together? This one's definitely one of those books where it's like, I'm not sure if they are gonna get together at the end. Like I said, I think I liked this. I'm thinking like 3.5, 3.75. Maybe I was just conflicted by the characters a lot, because like, I don't know if I really liked them that much, but I liked the story as a whole, and I was invested, but like, I didn't really like the characters that much. I don't know. It was kind of weird. That's all I got. Hold on. I'm finishing my makeup. Give me a second here. I don't have my Kindle on me. All right. I'll just see you for the next book. Hello. I finished a couple of books since I last talked to you. I read a ton of short stories from the Improbable Meet Cute series. If you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. I really love that video. It's really fun. But I'm just gonna go briefly, quickly over them because like I said, I tell more about them in that video. This is just kind of a quick, hey, I read this. The first one was The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren. I gave that 3.5 stars. Worst Wingman Ever by Abby Jimenez. I gave 3.5. Rosie and the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne. I gave 2 stars. Drop, Cover, and Hold On by Jasmine Guillory. I gave 2.5 stars. With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. I gave 3 stars. Royal Valentine by Soraya Wilson. I ended up giving 1.5 stars. Go check out that video. Like I said, I really divulged more into that one, but I feel like I would be saying the same thing over and over and over again if I brought it up again. The book I really did just finish was The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the like prequel book before the Lord of the Rings series. We're following our main character, Bilbo Baggins. He's going on this quest with a bunch of dwarves for this treasure that was stolen from them by this dragon. At the beginning of this book, it deeply reminds me of Shrek for whatever reason. Him like being holed up in his little hobbit hole, just wanting to stay, and then all of these people show up. All the fairy tale people show up and then he's like, what the F are y'all doing here? And he goes on this big quest to basically kind of get rid of them, but not really. I don't know why it just reminded me of that. I really like this because the way that it's told is like a narrator kind of thing. It feels like somebody's just telling you the story of Bilbo Baggins because it's like, well, they haven't gotten to that part of the story, but this part of the story has closed. It's like stuff like that. I don't know how else to explain it besides like it feels like somebody's like literally just telling you the story. I really did enjoy this. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really liked it. That's all I got so far, so I'll see ya for the next book. I have finished The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book of the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I don't think you heard me, actually. Like, what the F is going on? I don't want to talk too much because obviously this is the second book of a series. The end to this one? Crazy. I'm really happy that we got to see more glimpses of like Jack's past. What he does for her. I won't say anything. It's just, ugh. I gave it 4.5 stars. Cutting in real quick before we transition because I forgot to mention I read Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is the second book of the Assistant to the Villain little series. So cute. So obsessed. The tension between Evie and the villain. It's just so good. I just really liked this one. I felt like this one was more like questy. I don't know. It's just a fun fantasy book. I don't really know what else to say. I gave it 4 stars. I feel like the second book didn't really leave off of a huge cliffhanger or anything. So like I am excited for the third book just to see how it resolves. I think it's a trilogy. Let's go back to the other girl. All right, that's all I got so far. So I'll see you for the next book. Hey! I actually finished 2 books I need to talk about, but the first one is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. This has been all over my TikTok. I just had to know what was up. This cover, immaculate. Our main girl named Jenny, she is moving to this small town. Her aunt has left behind her cafe for her. Jenny decides to take it over, live in this small town. She meets this guy who is pretty grumpy and they kind of start to get to know each other, and yeah, that's about it. This gives very, very, very Gilmore Girls Stars Hollow vibes. It's very tropey. It's small town vibes, grumpy sunshine, fall energy. Like if you need a fall book, here you go. Nothing serious in this book. So cozy though. Atmospheric wise, 10 out of 10 as well. Let's be real. I didn't have high hopes for this. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I don't care. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. I felt like this was pretty good. I actually really liked the character setup she did. I actually really enjoyed the world she's kind of built with this Dream Harbor Gilmore Girls-esque vibe. They like have a fall festival. It's set in October. They're like drinking apple cider. Like she literally owns a cafe and she like does little coffee stuff. Like it is so fun. Like I said, very atmospheric. Is it a little cringy? Slightly. I think sometimes like the main guy in this kind of pissed me off sometimes. I was like, okay bro. But like for the most part, I really liked this. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.75. I know that's very specific, but that's just what this gave me. This is a great palette cleanser book, and if you're in the mood for something that you know is going to be a little cringe, you just want something to give you that fall energy, I actually really enjoyed it. It surprised me. The last book that I read in October was Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This is a fantasy book set where we have our research girl named Emily Wilde. She literally has this encyclopedia of fairies that she goes and like documents fairies and like their lives and like whatever. She needs like one more research part for these certain types of fairies in this certain town, so she goes to that town and she's trying to like find out about them and get stuff for her research, and that's the thing. One of her like co-workers decides to come and surprise her and kind of help her out with the encyclopedia and the research and all of that. Other little things are happening. It's really chill. It's a very cozy fantasy book. I didn't know about this going into it, but you're reading her journal entries. I actually really enjoyed this. There are parts where it is quite slow, and like I said, there are parts where she is literally like, you're reading her entries, so she'll like put like a footnote like this into the text, and sometimes it's like stuff over like fairy lore or whatever, and I think that part of it can be a little tedious in the sense that it's like, I get it, it's like a academic research journal, but like I don't need it, I don't care, but like I understand the point of adding that. There is like action-packy things happening in this. I think I gave this 4 stars. I did enjoy this and I liked it a lot. That's it. Sorry you also had to see these. I forgot I actually had them on. So just now remembering that. This was the most books I have ever read in a month, ever, including the short stories I read, because those count. I'm counting those. I finished 15 books this month, which is literally crazy. It was such a successful reading month for me. I had a lot of good books. Low-key, I'm kind of in a reading slump because I think I read too much this month, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.